Okay, now I'm going to show you how to assemble the sleep kit. What you're going to do is you take the sleep recorder. This is the easiest way to do it. Take the sleep recorder and place it on its back with the ResMed wording facing forward. Then you take the effort belt and look for this. This is the soft side of the Velcro, and there's a white patch here, okay? There is no white patch on the other end. And what you want to do is come in from your right. There's loops on the back of the recorder. Come in from your right and slip with the patch side up on your belt through the loop, and then through the second loop. There's one more loop, one on either side. Pull that through and pull it out about 12, 14 inches roughly. Then take the effort sensor, and there's a natural curve. You're going to find that when you get your sensor, you want the tubing to curve toward the sleep recorder itself. Basically what you do is you take that end, this end of the belt, and slip it through the first loop, closest loop to the recorder, on the effort sensor, signal sensor rather. And then take your short, roughly 8-inch tubing and connect it to the port, the only port that it will fit onto on the recorder, and finger tighten it well. Then all you do is just take the other end of the effort belt and run it through the other loop on the effort sensor itself, and then bring it through and attach it to the belt. Now this is where the patient will adjust the belt for their particular size. Okay, so there you go. That's how it should look. You've got the ResMed insignia on both sides of the sleep recorder. They're on the ends of the belt, and you've got the ResMed insignia on the recorder itself. And that's how it should look when you're done. Okay, the next thing you want to put together, and I already did that, but I'll take it apart and do that again. That's the pulse oximeter. As I said, it comes into two pieces, the amplifier and the finger sensor itself. Basically, all you do is just connect these two pieces together. There's only one way to do that. And then you take the connector, or the holder, if you will, and put that on there. Again, you want the clip facing the short tubing end, because you're going to use that clip to attach it to the belt on the patient. Let's see how that looks. A little tricky again. These are brand new, so they're everything. All the fittings are tight, which is good. It'll take a while to loosen them up. Okay, there we go. Then the end of the pulse oximeter amplifier, that short tubing, or short piece rather, that is keyed. So it can only fit on here one way. You could literally do it in the dark, and I'm sure I'll find it very difficult to put it on in the light, which is great. But it's pin indexed, and there is a little, there we go. There's a little slit in the one end of the end of the tubing, and it's keyed in that manner so that the pins will line up and go in easily, just like that did. Okay, now we've got a sleep kit all set up. The only thing missing on this kit right now is a nasal cannula. There's one more port on the recorder itself, and that is where the cannula attaches. Now, you don't want to package the cannula obviously opened. You want to leave it in the bag. The instructions in the bag are more than adequate for the patient to be able to put their sleep kit on themselves. It's fairly intuitive actually, but there's also a website that they can go to. It's via YouTube, and they're able to have a 4-minute step-by-step instruction on putting this together and putting it on correctly. The last most important thing like I said before, that needs to be in the bag is this roll of paper tape, because, and I'll do this just because I should, but basically you pick a finger that is most comfortable, and it's probably best really not to put it on the dominant hand, so if they're right-handed, put it on their left hand, and vice versa. You want to tape it around here, not real tight, but just so that it doesn't slip off during the night, and coil it thusly, and it'll be taped across the hand. So that's how, when you instruct the staff in offices, that's really what you need to instruct them on doing. The proper use of tape, because otherwise you'll find that you're going to have some failed studies as a result of a sensor coming off, and it's so easy to prevent. And I'll show you how to tape the cannula on. I'm doing this for you, Dave Quebec. The prongs, it's important, the prongs have to actually be facing up, not curved up this, how do I do that? Not curved up this way, but so that they follow the contour of your nose, in and down, okay? They should be in like that, well, not like that, around your ears, and you want to pull this up so it's not real snug, but you don't want them to suffocate and choke themselves to death.